Close to a farm, there was a little pond where a mother duck was watching over the eggs she had laid. Soon they cracked open, one egg at a time. She pampered all her little ducklings as they fussed around her. However, there was one large egg that was to be hatched. She had to wait for a very long time before it finally cracked open. What emerged out of this egg wasn't like her other duck babies. It had dark gray feathers, and it was much bigger than the other duck babies. "My big baby, you look so different but adorable." She allowed him to mingle with the others, but they explained, "You are so different from us. Look at our soothing yellow feathers. You have dull gray feathers. You are so ugly." And together they moved away from him. The mother realized his pain and told him not to worry, and it was typical of siblings. But the gray duck was hurt. The next day, the mother took her little ducklings to introduce them to the other farm animals. The sheep, pig, chickens, and the cows welcomed her and her little ones. But as soon as they saw the gray-colored duck, they exclaimed, "Oh gosh, how can you be so different and ugly?" This behavior continued for many days and affected the gray duckling a lot. "Just look at that face. And why can't you be more like your siblings? Beautiful, nice, and cute, unlike you." One night, when his mother and siblings were fast asleep, he crept out of the farm to avoid the insults. He wandered around the countryside and came across other ducks and animals, but whoever set eyes on him insulted him and his looks. Finally, he came across a farm where the farmer and his wife kept him for a while, but the other animals were rude and made fun of him. The gray duck was disappointed and sad. He thought, "I guess it's time for me to move from here." One morning, he quietly slipped outside and moved in search for a place where he would be accepted. Tired and hungry, he finally came upon a spot where he heard very happy chatter. The fear of being ridiculed made him hide in the nearby bushes. "What beautiful birds," thought the gray duckling. "If only I could fly away, maybe I could find a home where I belong." The air grew chilly as fall came. Then it was winter. The ponds and streams froze. The gray duckling was often very hungry and cold. At last, winter became spring. One day, the duckling saw several beautiful white swans splashing in a distant pond. They were the same birds with long necks he had seen flying months before. "I want to swim and play too," he thought. "I don't want to be alone anymore." The duckling stretched his wings. Without even trying, he flew into the air. It felt wonderful to fly. The duckling flew to the pond, and the white swans gathered around him. "I know I'm ugly and different," started the duckling. "You're not ugly," said one of the swans. "You're beautiful." The duckling looked at his reflection in the water, and for the first time, he saw that they were right. He was a beautiful white swan, just like them. At last, he had found the place where he belonged.